Hello friends, welcome back to The Homegrown Artist. I thought I would take you to the garden with me today because it has been a teensy bit rainy. Mom has been out in the garden all day with the sweet potatoes, but I had some errands to run in town, back and forth a bunch. And I have just now really gotten out to deal with some of the weeds in the peppers and maybe put some paper down around there to cover the weeds. But I'm checking some of our tomatoes right now because we have a little bit of blossom end rot going on. I don't think I've ever wanted a tomato as badly as I do right now. I normally don't like tomatoes. In years past, I have tried to do what I can to avoid them, but when we started growing our own, the taste was just so much better, and I cannot wait for some of these to get ripe. I am just trying to will them into ripeness so that I can have these tomatoes, which is a very weird sensation for me because I'm usually not a fan of tomatoes. I'm just anxious to be able to eat these on a tomato sandwich. And I would also like to show you the bean trellis. Look, all up and arched over. This is gonna be gorgeous. It already is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I think we have another zucchini ready. Look at that guy. Oh my goodness. And we have some itty bitty baby ones over here. There's a little one. There are a couple of little ones over there. And those are looking really, really well. So our cucumbers are finally kind of climbing, or we're just having to continue to re-put them onto the trellises that we have, because what we did, instead of using any of the cattle panels, we got wooden stakes in the ground and then just used twine around, and they're gradually climbing up that. So that was a little bit easier than moving the cattle panels. And the the calendula are looking absolutely marvelous. Some right here. Also, look at our little chicken. It's solar powered, so this little part in here lights up at night, and ideally the wind would blow this around, but these little things are heavy. There's not a lot of consistent strong wind to spin the little chicks around, but it's still very, very cute nonetheless. Let's go visit the nasturtium, which has quickly become my absolute favorite plant that we have right now. I cannot believe I did not know about this sooner. It's like sweet little lily pads above the ground. Look at this. And then the flowers. And ooh, there's a bug in that one. Sorry, Mr. Bug, I'm about to eat this. It starts sweet, and then it hits you with a kick of spice. And the leaves, the little lily pads, that's what I call them because that's what it looks like, are also edible. Every part of it's edible. Kind of like mustard green spice. Yeah. So not super spicy, but very deliciously so. Alright, let's head over to the peppers because that is my fire that I'm putting out today. We got the paper and some mulch put up around this entire row of peppers. And it is this other row here that I have just not gotten to yet. And the grass has come back with a vengeance because we've had some good rain over the past couple of weeks. And not only has that been great for the plants, but it's been great for the grass. So we're gonna remedy that today, hopefully, maybe some of tomorrow, but we'll see. It's always easier to pull weeds and grass up after a rain, or at least like when the ground is damp. They just pop up a lot easier. Our ground, I mentioned before, our ground is very hard, especially when it dries, and it just makes it difficult to hoe out and pull up the weeds and the grass. So when it's damp, it's a lot easier. Oh, that was a big one. Look, there's some little purslane. Hello. I've never seen this much purslane in the garden before. Or really at all. I don't remember it much last year. I was mentioning how easy it is to pull up weeds when the ground is a little more wet. It's easier to pull up more of the root system so that they are less of a problem to deal with later. So let's see how that holds true when I'm trying to video. Oh, this is so overgrown. Oh, look at that. Okay, just listen to the crunch. There we go, and then you have to shake the dirt off. See, that is a huge chunk of that root system. But it wouldn't be there if I had done what I needed to do when I needed to do it. I'm like a little embarrassed to show it, but you know, this is just the reality. I have this nice row over here that my mom and I dealt with the other day, and then the row that we didn't want to think about because we were tired and it was hot. But this is just the reality. So I am dealing with this right now. This is my fire to put out. Better than, yes. That is something that we have said for many years in our family. It's our little saying, is better than. Just got to do better than the day you did before, better than you did 5 minutes ago, and that's good enough. It's just better than. What I'm doing is pulling out the grass closest to the plants because we can come back and weed eat. It feels like a little bit of a cheat way to say that, but the grass that's not close to the plants, we're just gonna weed eat and then put the paper down, and then bada bing, bada boom, our problem is solved. Don't have a napkin or anything to wipe your hands on? You just use your pants. Yeah, I'll come over and help because I've gotten all of the grass and weeds that are right next to the plants removed, evacuated, excavated, exterminated. I'm gonna help Mom and plant the sweet potatoes while she hoes out the rows and gets the spots ready for them. I'm standing in the spot that she needs to start hoeing, so I'm gonna move before she hits me. I don't know if y'all can see, but that storm cloud has just popped up and is moving very quickly. We are headed home. Also, my sister called with a duck problem. The little ducks got out and we're having to go quickly to help her with that. So that is all the gardening we're going to get done today. Thank you so much for gardening with me, and thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you like the video, and comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.